Sometimes I envision my anxiety like this ball of clay. I don't actually have any clay. I went to 4 different craft stores today, and not a single one of them did. This entire video is ruined. So anyways, I was going to use it as a metaphor and show you that if you don't work at it, if you don't need at it, if you don't pay attention to it, then all it does is atrophy and become a dried husk. I've always had this, the anxiety, not the ball of clay. Again, that would have worked better if I had the actual ball of clay. Anyways, I've strayed way too far off the point. I always had this anxiety. Even as a kid, you would not describe me as happy-go-lucky, no matter what this picture makes you believe. I read a lot. I tried escaping into these fantastical, amazing different places. I skirted around in my real life, trying not to get my parents angry at me, thinking that everybody disliked me, and just trying to be a good person. I was different, I was weird, and that preyed on my psyche. And for the longest time, that was my greatest worry, that people would figure out that I was weird, like it was some sort of secret. But someone would figure out that I was weird, that I was different, that I was just not this normal guy. So my anxiety started this small. So it started off that small, but then grew to encompass all these other things. My sexuality, my grades, will I ever have a future? Will I ever find a partner? Will I ever be able to afford a house? Can I start this new business? Will Archie ever wake up and actually be with Betty? So for years, I just let this ball grow, this ever expanding orb of anxiety, and I hoped that it would just diminish one day. But just like clay, leaving it to its own devices just doesn't work. Again, imagine that I had something to show you as a visual. It was a really great metaphor. To need it, you have to shape it. Anxiety, left unchecked, is just a blob that does nobody any good. And then you can make whatever you want. A ball, an egg, a long hot dog, a person if you're an actual artist. For me, it was going to a therapist. By taking this amorphous mound, I was able to shape it into something much more productive. But it's not a one-time thing, and this is where the metaphor kind of breaks down. But there's days where I'm good and there's days when I'm bad. It's just important to keep molding your life into what you want it to be instead of succumbing to what you fear. Otherwise, you're just a ball of anxiety instead of your own true self. Now this is where it would have panned over to show you that the clay had been molded into a heart, and you would have cried and you would have shared it 1,000,000 views later, and now you're just like, whatever. Pfft, white guy. Who cares? Who cares? Thanks so much for watching. My name is Kyle. I upload videos normally every Monday and Thursday. What is your greatest anxiety? Let me know down in the comments, and we'll hash it out. And if you know where you can find clay, please let me know. Because, seriously, 4 different places.